I will rebuild!
What is up, everyone? We're having a splendid day so far today. In today's episode, we're going to be looking at days 35 through 37. Kicking it off, you can see a fungal mage's task has been completed. I don't like this task, and I didn't really get any levels from it, but it's still nice to get another task, get more points, and slowly and surely be racking up that combat and slayer XP. I AFK'd to level 74 woodcutting, which is great. I know I'm still at Ivy, and I keep saying I need to go to Arctic Pines, and I will, but when I need to AFK, Ivy is there for me. I got up to 4-day thieving, which is actually pretty important. It's needed for the tier 2 Daemonheim task set, and it's also needed for Fairy Tale 3, which is a quest that I really do want to work on getting to at some point sooner or later. Once I have the requirements, I will be doing it immediately. Then during my Turoth Slayer task, I got 68 range, which is really cool, and that in turn led to 86 combat, which is just that much closer to 90, which I need for smoking kills, which is a really important milestone I'm going for. After that, I got 55 Hunter during the Big Chinchompa daily, which is great. Another Hunter level down that I haven't needed to actually spend my time hunting, so you can imagine I'm quite excited about this one. And then that was pretty much the end of day 35. It wasn't a very eventful day. I don't remember if it was because I was really busy IRL or if I was just playing a lot of League of Legends. Both are very possible options, but 1581 total level, 13.4 total 13.4 mil total XP, making plenty of progress. I am sure that day 36, though, was much more productive. First, I finished off my Turoth Slayer assignment. I actually really love Turoths. They're a task that I am very fond of just because a whole bunch of different herb and seed drops, which can be very profitable. After that, I did Gothixian Cache. I got 71 Divination. Really great to be making that progress through dailies. Even though I don't think I should be training Divination actively, it's good to be getting that really, really strong boost from a short daily. 53 farming, though, from a farm run. Not anything really too special. I mean, it does put me closer toward the Back to My Roots quest, but there's just so many requirements holding me back from that I don't think one more level really gets me that much closer to it. I completed a Divination Daily Challenge, really didn't get anything great from it. I mean, it was a really good boost in XP, but it didn't really unlock any sort of important level. But after that, I did finally, this is something I should have done a long time ago, but I did do Tears of Gothics, just so that way I could do the Tears of Gothics minigame, and it would just give me that extra bonus XP in my lowest skill, which, as you guys know, is summoning, and summoning is holding me back a lot. For the most part, most lower tier familiars, are kind of high GP per XP, and it's kind of difficult for me to be obtaining a lot of charms as is right now. So this is really going to help me out a lot. I probably should have started this sooner, but then again, if you didn't know, the amount of time you're allowed in the cave while doing the Tears of Gothics minigame is directly proportional to how many quest points you have, right? So I don't have a lot of quest points, so I don't get to stay in there a whole long, and in turn, I don't really get a whole lot of XP. The XP, of course, is also scaled to your level, so it's two things working against me, but I am really glad that I can start milking this and actually getting some good progress from it. I got 4 summoning levels, though. I went from 28 to 32, which put me over into the 30s cape finally, because this was the one thing holding me back, and this is actually the only thing holding me back from the 40s cape at this point, so hopefully we will be making progress on that soon. After that, I went to Tuska. I want to keep working slowly toward the other abilities and the rewards from Tuska. I got a construction level, which was great. 64 unlocked some cool stuff. Nothing too important or special, but still nice to get those unlocks and be making that progress. I also got an agility level 49. Again, nothing really monumental, but still making progress from a minigame. You really can't complain. Casually getting another 800k worth of Starlight ore. From Treasure Hunter, just from random keys. I think this was something I got skilling, and this happened a few other times, so if I don't throw in all of the clips and you wonder why my cash deck went up, this is probably the reason. Decided to AFK some fletching. I went past level 69, didn't really unlock anything important there, but then I got level 70, and 70 is actually required for a couple quests, Branches of Darkmire and Within the Light, both quests that are just so far away from me right now, but still good to be getting that requirement. And fletching is actually a skill that I like AFKing right now, in the fact that there isn't really going to be a good or bad time to AFK fletching, especially in the method I'm doing. It's going to be very consistent. So just nice to be able to find something to AFK that isn't Ivy. I forgot that I had put an apple tree here, but when I finally ran into it and realized it actually got me to 54 farming, which is great. This is the requirement for Fairy Tale 3. Again, there's a lot of things holding me back from Fairy Tale 3 and a lot of things actually holding me back from Fairy Tale 2 as well. But really good to get this requirement done and out of the way and be slowly making that farming XP because I know it's going to peak after a while. But more importantly, after that, I went on to do the Fairy Tale 1 quest. And the main reason I was doing this was, first of all, just to get it out of the way and start moving through the Fairy Tale series. But number two, I finally get the Magic Secateurs, which are going to help me out a lot with my herb runs. I've been relying a lot on herb runs for money right now. So the fact that I'll be getting more herbs per patch is just going to be fantastic. I immediately added this to my tool belt, and I just cannot wait for this to start helping me. During this time, I was streaming, and after this, I went on to do Monkey Madness. Now, the quest guide said it was an hour and a half to 3 hours long, but I got it done in like an hour and 45 minutes, and that included getting 2 extra Grigris as well. So I think I wasn't too bad in doing this quest. It was still very tedious, but very, very happy to get this done because now I have access to Ape Atoll. I can use that agility course, which is going to be super, super helpful. Not to mention just anything else on Ape Atoll that I might need. You know, for example, just access to being able to do more quests later that involve Ape Atoll, like what's it called, like Do No Evil. Even though that's ages away, it's still nice to finally be able to get there. And even though I can't use the fairy ring there until after, I think, Fairy Tale Part 3, still nice to get this done. Really happy about it. And even though the direct quest reward is pretty bad, the indirect quest reward from talking to Daero afterward got me several levels, looking at 61 strength, another attack level and a defense level. It's just, it was fantastic. I really can't complain. I got a Divine Deadfall trap from Treasure Hunter, so I figured I would make use of it. Even though I'm at the point now where I think it's better for me to use Divine Box traps, I still figure, you know, it's from Treasure Hunter. If I cash it out, it's only going to be like 10k anyway. Might as well make use of it. Got another level though, so that is fantastic. Just to demonstrate though how much XP you can get from a Divine Box trap, even though like this was like the second half of my XP cap, it was still like a solid. What is that, like a solid 4k XP? So if you imagine a full cap would be around 8k, maybe even 9k or so, because it's a higher tier divine location, and you do 2 of those, maybe even 3 of those, that's another level, and then another level, and it's just going to add up so much. This is why I got my divination up early. This is literally most of the reason. Using up some of my battle staffs, though, that I've been stocking up from NAF, got 63 crafting, nothing important, but still nice to finally get some crafting XP from all of this, even though I wanted to get crafting up early. It's been kind of difficult just because I'm not getting a whole lot of battle staffs per day. Back to Tuska, though, I wound up with 46 herb lore, nothing really important. It is a quest requirement, but not really an important quest, one I'm like really eager to go and do. And I also got 74 firemaking, which is really convenient, just in the fact that it's a higher level skill. I don't really want to buy logs to train it, and it's nice to be getting that XP for it. And at 1599 total level, 1 short of the 1600 mark, and just over 14 mil total XP, we are going to be calling an end to this day of progress. There were still a lot of gains, nothing super important or super major other than maybe Ape Atoll and Fairy Tale Part 1. I thought those were really good milestones, but level-wise, not really anything too overly special. Kicking off day 37, though, as you would have it, I wound up with another farming level. Not really any sort of important unlock, but I did break that 1600 total level milestone. Really cool to just be getting my total level up so high in such a short amount of time. You know, 37 days, going from like 111 to 1600 total level feels like a lot of progress to me. And again, as I keep saying over and over in all my episodes, hasn't been a lot of XP, but it's been a lot of general progress, and it just feels so great. Capping at my clan citadel, I got 3 smithing levels and 1 firemaking level. The smithing levels are nice, really good to be getting smithing levels. Firemaking levels, not really as important, but I mean, I do unlock magic logs. I don't really know if or when I'd ever plan on burning magic logs. If I do want to burn any sort of logs, ideally I want to be burning either curly roots or yew logs. That's going to be my main firemaking progress. That or maybe using the new Saren spells with Arctic Pines, but again, just something that's really, really far away in terms of actual progress and goals. Now, I started Fairy Tale Part 2. Even though you can't complete it without all of the skill requirements, you are able to start it after completing Fairy Tale Part 1. So I did that just to get far enough to unlock the fairy rings. I unlocked a whole bunch of them. I have in my notes the ones that I can't really do yet and the reasons why. And it's just great to actually unlock all of these fairy rings and maybe not necessarily unlock them, but put them in my travel log. That way I can use them whenever I want to. I don't need to look up the codes. And just having this new method of transportation is going to be so convenient and so helpful for me. Completed my 21st Slayer assignment. A terrible Basilisk assignment. I really don't like them, but you know what I mean? It is still more points, and it's definitely not worth canceling any tasks at this point. Shortly after my task, though, I did realize that I had gotten a Slayer level during that task, another requirement for Back to My Roots, which is great. There is still 55 agility holding me back from this, though, and that will take a while, not to mention there are still several quest requirements I need to do beforehand, but another quest, happy to be making that progress toward finally being able to complete. I got a clue scroll during my Turath task. I was really excited about that, but in order to be able to complete one of the clues, I needed to do the Shiloh Village quest, so I was happy to get that done. I didn't really get anything special from the keys afterward, so not too stressed about that. I did wind up going back to finish that task, though, because the clue I got after that required starting the Legends quest, and that's just ages away. I didn't drop the clue, but it's going to be a while before I can complete it. I got Kildar's special Slayer assignment, a Slayer task sort of thing where you have to do something different other than a regular assignment, in which you have to use a special fungicide on 10 different mutated zygomites, which was really not too bad. I think it was definitely worth 10k XP. But unfortunately after that I wound up with a 47 mutated zygomite task, which is not something I'm looking forward to doing. After that, though, I really wanted to just do some fishing. I was in the mood. I hadn't trained fishing since I was free to play. So I went up to Otto's Grotto up here, I believe it's called. And I talked to Otto. I was able to start doing barbarian skilling methods. The agility XP from this is really nice. I mean, it's very slow agility XP, but it's nice to be able to get token agility XP while you're doing this, just in the fact that any fishing XP I go for will also be benefiting my really bad agility level. I got the requirement for plenty of different quests that I needed the agility requirement for, which was fantastic in hitting 50 and 51. Getting my fishing up past 68 means I can finally go into the fishing guild. Not really any reason I would go in there other than to maybe AFK sharks or something in the future. I don't really know, but still nice to be able to do that. And I guess if I ever get a clue scroll that leads me into the fishing guild, then I am set. Another Gothixian cache got me 72 divination. Again, haven't trained it consistently ever since around 70, so 2 levels from caches, I really can't complain with that. And then I got 69 fishing soon after that. No cool unlocks there, but that was the end of day 37. At 1613 total level and 14.7 mil total XP, fishing really did boost my total XP by a decent chunk. Fishing has just been a very good skill for this account, I think, and I am really looking forward to doing more of it. Number one, it's relatively AFK. It's good XP, which will boost my total XP and help me out a lot. And again, the strength XP and the agility XP are going to be very beneficial. Hope you guys are really enjoying these episodes. I will keep them coming. Another one will be out in another few days. We'll call it 3 to 5. Have an incredible day, stay happy, and I cannot wait to see you in my next episode where I will return and I will rebuild.